What's up, guys? So, my name is Andrew, and today I'm just going to be deep diving on how I organize my entire life. And I also organize my business as well with Notion. I've done a lot of things with Notion, but basically, I'm just gonna go over my personal operating system. So, I built this when I was in university. So, I'm 19 at the moment. I dropped out of university 2 months ago. Me most likely going to go back. Maybe not. I mean, we'll see how things go, how everything goes. But main thing is I was building this back in November last year, so November 2024 or end of October 2024, and I got started with it. It was the most simple thing you can ever think of. I honestly just had a bunch of pictures and stuff and some bullet points when I started, and of course, I completely just deep dove, just like I do with anything in my life. I always focus and I put my all into something until it's one, quote unquote, perfect. Two, until it's the way I want it, and three, until it's like actually complete and usable. So, um, I spent about 2 months building this. I was full-fledged focused every day for hours at a time. I'd work on this just like I do with anything. I mean, I spend probably like 8 hours on average on anything that I really want to focus on that will massively benefit me in the future. And yeah, I mean, we have a navigation system here, dashboard, mobile dashboard for my phone. Today's agenda, which is basically this weekly planner, 12-week year planner. I was working on that for a while. It's actually not done yet. Um, there is a lot to it, but it's not done yet to the point where I can easily reuse it every single year or every 12 weeks or whatever. I mean, it's not completely done. It's definitely, it's definitely up there, but not there yet. Just gonna deep dive into it real quick. I mean, this is the template. You make a new template or a new page, 12-week goal planner. Um, we have a entire section for breaking it down. Skills, potential roadblocks, keystone tasks or habits. We have a project planning section, planning the next 12 weeks, which is not done. Like it looks like it's structured, but trust me, it's not yet. It's not. And I haven't touched this in a while. But yeah, I mean, we have a goals page here. It's pretty structured, not finalized, but pretty structured. We have a 1-year vision, 3-year vision, aspirational vision. Um, like, what do you want to be remembered for? Your top 10 accomplishments. This is like your aspirational vision, like what you dream of becoming, or what lifestyle or achievements you dream of having in the future. But that's the goals page in the 12-week planner. I have a weeks page, basically just like modeling my entire week. And this is actually supposed to be a synced block, so I can see it, so that I would be able to see it on my main dashboard. So this is supposed to be synced with this. That's the idea. But yeah, I mean, that's a 12-week planner. That's one of the things that I have here. I have a vision board, and then the database pages, which is basically all of this stuff. It's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. Um, Personal vision statement, personal mission statement, core values. I have to spend some time on actually defining my core values, because I tend to put a lot, but I have to define like 3 to 5 core values. But main dashboard, we have a task manager or task oversee, whatever you want to call it, like overviewer. Today's task, overdue task, tomorrow's task, and then like a week's glance. And then I just added this yesterday. I actually just built this out. It was quick. It's an expense tracker, so whenever I want to see what expenses I have, I can just have it there or look there. And whenever I add a task, by the way, I can also assign a priority, a due today, assign time of day, and these are all like custom coded as well. Again, as I said, I spent 2 months on this, and I was working on this for hours every day. So I learned, I learned a lot throughout the process. I don't know if you ever read this book, 10x is easier than 2x by Dan Sullivan. It's right next to me. But basically, when you go all in on something, or yeah, when you go all in uh, on a goal that seems impossible, quote unquote, like you're gonna you're gonna be miles ahead of anybody in that field that you're trying to reach that impossible goal. And if that makes sense, I mean, you would have to read the book for yourself. I would have to break it down, but basically the main point is like 10x is easier than 2x. You go for something that seems impossible, and you learn an abundance of different skills and lessons throughout the process. So yeah. I can assign a time of day that I want to do it. So the afternoon, for example, priority three, like three must do, two important, and one can be like low priority. Frequency, it's daily, one time, however many times. Um, the type is personal or business. I mean, I actually copied this onto my business operating system, so that's why I have this, so I can organize it by either personal or business tasks. But yeah, I mean, the whole idea is just to like have a task manager, and you can like see it on the calendar. It makes it so much easier to see. And if I add the date, so if I make the date like yesterday, for example, it's going to be automatically added to the overdue section. So that's a little cool thing that I have there. I also have goals in progress, which is basically supposed to be synced with that goals page that I have here on the 12-week planner. Um, this is a list that I made, like my to avoid list, aiming small, ordering from the menu, create your own. Like I always like to create my own things. As you can see, this is all like I created all of this. Of course, I took inspiration from other people, and if you ever like read the books Steal Like an Artist, you're technically stealing like principles, but you're making it your own, if that makes sense. So everything here I made it into my own, using inspiration and using what I learned from other people online. So yeah, I would recommend you to develop this mindset as well. Like, always try to create your own thing. Don't order from the menu if you don't like it, because I know that I never I never really like what's on the menu. And that goes for anything in life. I like to create my own thing. But we also have a notes database reference here. So, for example, references and a bunch of like a notes database. It's a lot they can filter by. But for example, if I go to the wealth reference page, I have a bunch of stuff here. I'm on business, real estate, stocks, finance. I was actually working on this last night until like 2 a.m. Just learning a lot about credit cards. I mean, I still have a lot to learn, but I got a lot of stuff in here. Terminology, income routines, credit cards. Like all of this was last night. I was up to like 2 a.m. just, you know, listing out a bunch of notes and stuff. Credit card types. I mean, there's a lot of types of credit cards out there. This is the goal. A black card, the ultimate status symbol. That's the goal. Um, here's a quick description of what a black card actually is. So individuals who qualify for a black card are invited, meaning you can't apply for one, after demonstrating a strong financial profile and substantial assets. So that's the goal. It's like a private group of people who hold this card. So that's the goal. The ultimate status symbol. I want that. Built MasterCard. This is a points on rank card. I mean, I'm not sure why I'm diving into that, but I'm just showing my entire system. Mistakes to avoid as well. If you want to take a look, maybe take a screenshot. I mean, here's a bunch of mistakes. I got to organize it. Um, but yeah, I mean, we have that reference database right here. I mean, it helps a lot, to be honest. Anything you want to just put down in there, you can store information so you don't have to quote unquote remember it. Um, this is like me, like Ikigai. I mean, I haven't touched that in a while, to be honest. Um, but this is actually what I was working on last night, or not last night, but yesterday afternoon, or yesterday evening. An expense tracker. So basically, recurrent expenses right here. You can organize it by its status. You know, whether it's active, maybe cancel. The category. You know, it can be either business, bill, personal, subscription. I'm a day trader as well, so there can be some like software I use for that. Recurrence, payment source, billing page. So like basically the page that where you like sign up for the membership and renewal date. I mean, I can make it so much better if I really dedicated it, but it's not my priority. It's just something that I want to get in there, so it's usable. But I mean, yeah, that's how I organized my entire life, to be honest, with Notion. You know, I would recommend you spend some time doing this as well. If you don't, then maybe I can build one for you. You know, you would have to pay me. I don't work for free. But yeah, if you found this interesting, just drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.